Hello, my name is David Fuentes, and this is my capstone presentation on why music evokes emotions through real life events. So researchers and scientists generally use fMRI technology. fMRI stands for function magnetic resonance imaging, and it's able to study the brain through changes in blood oxygenation and the blood flow that occurs in response to neural activity. The brain has a series of information networks um, that include the cingulate cortex, the amygdala, the prefrontal cortex, the hippocampus, and the basal ganglia. Through research, scientists have been able to determine that the human mind can detect different emotions in songs, such as if the song is happy or sad. Um, Also, through fMRI technology, scientists have been able to determine that the brain releases dopamine when listening to music. Dopamine is a chemical in the brain that is linked to the reward system of the brain. And dopamine is released when the brain experiences pleasure, similar to eating processed food, using illicit substances. And the nucleus accumbens is responsible for releasing dopamine inside the brain. As for the areas of the brain, um, the Heschel gyrus is located in the upper temporal lobe and is responsible for processing audible information that it receives. The Heschel gyrus is stimulated when a listener is listening to music. The amygdala is located in the medial temporal lobe and is responsible for processing the information that it receives from the Heschel gyrus. Researchers suggest that the amygdala responses to change in music, such as tempo changes, new instrumentation, and changes of rhythm, meaning that if the brain hears a song and something starts to change in the instrumentation or in the structure of the song, the brain is able to detect that. Ultimately, the information network inside the brain works together to process the auditory information that is sent and helps evoke emotions out of the listener. There are certain parts of the brain that help dealing with memory and how it affects music. The hippocampus is located in the temporal lobe and is responsible for the formation, organization, and storage of new memories. The hippocampus is generally responsible for long-term memory inside the brain. Long-term memory generally refers to memories that last over a period of time, such as months, years, decades. The hippocampus is also responsible for declarative memories. Uh, Declarative memories are generally one or two types of long-term memory and can be defined as memories that take a conscious effort to retrieve. Declarative memories themselves can be divided into two types of memories, being episodic memories and semantic memories. Episodic memories are a category of long-term memories that involve the recollection of specific events, situations, and experiences. Episodic memory is why humans are able to recall the structure and order of music. Semantic memories can be defined as the category of long-term memory that involves the recollection of ideas, concepts, and facts commonly regarded as general knowledge. Semantic memories are the reason a person is able to recognize a song if given the name or if they hear the melody. Another way that humans are able to recognize music is through autographical memories. Autographical memories are the reason many people feel strongly about the songs, largely due to having a strong connection or feelings of nostalgia. Autobiographical memories can be defined as the memories a person has that are directly related to their personal history. Scientists and researchers have suggested that music does have a strong connection, in which they have labels as music evoked autobiographical memories, or memes for short. Memes generally refer to the pairing of music and real life events, um, such as weddings, parties, and funerals, or any other big events that a person has experiences with. Um, there are characteristics in music that help evoke emotions, and composers know this, so they will generally try to use them um, to their favor. Composers generally try to use musical elements to create songs to elicit different types of emotions out of the listener. Generally, Western music is made up of musical pitches and scales. These scales can be divided into major and minor scales, and each scale has its own unique sound associated with the key. Composers can choose from many different scales, such as major, minor, the pentatonic scale, the blues scale, the octatonic scale. Uh, Composers also use general musical elements to shape their music and create music. They can choose from a wide range of musical elements to create songs, and they use elements such as rhythm, melody, harmony, pitch, any of those musical elements. Melody can be defined as a pitch, sound, range, and musical time in accordance with given cultural conventions and constraints. This is often a repetition of motifs and is often the central focus of the song. Is often the melody is the most memorable part of the song and what people describe when they're listening to or when they're trying to describe a certain song. Rhythm can be defined as the pattern or placement of sounds in time and beats in music. The rhythm can tell a lot about can tell the musician a lot about the music if they're looking at the sheet music, from how long to sustain a note, where to rest, and how to play the beats. Lastly, harmony can be defined as the combining of notes simultaneously to produce chords and successfully produce chord progressions. The harmony often gives the depth that the music lacks from the melody. Without the harmony, the melody would be left by itself, then it would feel very lackluster. Music does have the ability to affect mood. Uh, Genres in music are important because they also help set the atmosphere of events and the listeners. Event planners carefully look at genres to determine what will work best at the given event. For example, a person planning a dance could select the waltz for ballroom dance. Event planners usually look at what type of event they're throwing and try to select a genre to fit their needs. People often use musical genres to separate music as a way to determine what they like and they don't like. People who like particular bands can search for a genre as an indicator of what they might like. For example, someone who is a fan of the Beatles could also look into the same genre to determine if they might like another band in the same genre, possibly like the Rolling Stones. Uh, so music does play an important role in life events. Um, and it's able to do this because it's able to evoke emotions, memories, and experiences for many people. People will often listen to music of all types, and all type of events, such as birthday parties, weddings, holidays, and funerals. In birthday parties, there are two particular songs that are associated with music. Um, the first one is the Happy Birthday song. The Happy Birthday song was originally written in 1893 by Patty Mildred Hill. Generally, the lyrics just repeat the same phrase of "Happy Birthday" over and over, with slight changes in the melody, but generally it just follows the same structure throughout the whole song. A popular song in the Spanish-speaking households is the song "Las Mañanitas," written by Alfonso Oteo. The song follows a slow start in the beginning, but picks up in the second section. Both songs are generally used in birthday celebrations, but have some slight differences. That being that the happy birthday song is generally sung when cutting the cake, while Las Mañanitas is sung at during midnight when the person is turning whatever age they're turning. As for holidays, Music is an integral part of many holidays, especially around certain holidays such as New Year's Eve, the 4th of July, or specifically Christmas. Um, Commercial outlets generally play Christmas songs to get clients to spend more money due to the relaxing, calming nature of Christmas music. They use Christmas music in specific, um, because people generally tend to like shopping when they're relaxing. People often enjoy the Christmas classics, often due to the nostalgic effect that Christmas songs, like the 50s had. Generally, many artists have had trouble trying to create new songs, new Christmas songs. Favorites among people include All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, White Christmas by Bing Crosby, and It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas by Meredith Wilson. As for weddings, many weddings are filled with music at ceremonies and at after parties during when people are just gathering or during the first dance of the couple. Often, wedding couples select music for the brides walk down the aisle, the first dance, and after parties. Wedding lyrics often talk about love and wanting to spend a lifetime together with a significant other. Uh, Popular songs at weddings include Speechless by Dinah Shea, Canon D by Pachel, and A Thousand Years by Christina Perry. And lastly, one of the ways that music can be used in real life events to evoke emotions is through funerals. Funerals are a time for people to grieve over their loved ones, and music can play an important role in how people express their emotions through funerals. Um, Funeral songs can be used to mourn, or they can be used to celebrate a loved one's life after they have passed. Depending on how the person is feeling, the loved one, they can choose a song appropriate for that event. Some particular songs that have been used have included Task by Daniel Butterfield. It's generally mainly used for military members that have died in active duty, or songs like Amor Eterno by Rocio Ducal. In conclusion, I think that music does have the ability to speak to me people of different cultures, different backgrounds, religions, race, age, gender. It's just a very open, does have the ability to talk to many people. In conclusion, music has the ability to evoke emotions in real life events through memories, experiences, and feelings.